All right, welcome here for another game of Heroes of Newerth, where we're gonna see the teams Lords versus AsianSquad. And my name is Dosse, and my shoutcaster here is What You Got? What you doing? And how are you doing?
_TV, you forgot that part. All right, we're in round 4 now, so we're moving along. And we did get to see AsianSquad earlier today. They ended up, I think, losing that one, but we have not seen. Their name is Lords, I believe. Lords of Newerth. We have not seen them yet today, so first time getting to watch them. Let's see what the two teams have in store for us here.
Yeah, and I think you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that the Hellborn was NA people, right?
I believe so. Yeah, they are.
Are they West or East?
US West.
So we're playing on. Yeah, we're playing.
East.
Oh yeah, we're playing on the US East. Okay. So okay.
Sub me in. I'm on the bench, ready to go. 2-digit ping. Put me in.
That's good. Okay, so the bands. Let's see here. We see the Bushwhack, Engineer, and a Magnus band from the Legion, and a
That's pretty good.
Hag Madman from the Hellborn.
Also not that bad.
Nothing that stands out for me. Like the band, of course, the band is strong heroes. And finally, and thank God, Lord, that the Bushwhack is banned.
Yeah.
I'm so glad for that. But otherwise, I don't really see like all the bands are very like understandable.
Do you think this was a tactical decision to steal Lord Self-Forest from Team Lord of Newerth?
Maybe. I mean, Lords of Forest could be their mascot. Is there any player that's called Lord? No, it's only
Is there any other Lords in HoN other than Lord Self-Forest?
I didn't get that one up, so I don't think so. But yeah,
this is the 300 IQ drafting coming in from WhoopG. He knew that if he took Lord away from Team Lord, there's just no chance.
Yep, I agree. Oh, Lord of Apex.
They're gonna respond here with Empath and Apex. Now we do see Empath occasionally, but Apex is not a hero we see a lot of. Once in a while, he makes his appearance. What do you think about the first picks coming out from Hellborn's side here?
I mean, the Soul in my eyes, the Soul Reaper right now it's very good. And also on top of that, I get the Lords of Forest. Like they have two really strong cores right now in the Legion. And on top of that, they have a Lodestone.
Is that all? Is that their 3 farmers?
I think so.
Save the supports for later. Maybe they'll run a jungler again. We saw the Draconis earlier.
Maybe.
I'm voting for Postula Ophelia. I want to see some Brophilia here.
And also, don't forget, Beans, maybe we're gonna see a Soul Reaper as a 4. Who knows? Doesn't have to be a core.
A Soul Reaper 4. I have not seen that before, but I would say anything's possible.
Huh?
I think I would rather see Lodestone 4, but the problem with that is the Rocket Drill has a really long cooldown at early levels, which is what makes him unable to really be an effective roamer on that position 4 role. So that's why we normally see core Lodestone, mostly just because high mana cost, low mana pool, and long cooldown Rocket Drill makes it unable to really be efficient. But Soul Reaper support now, I don't think they would need to do that, but it's possible.
Man, we're talking about the only one, the one and only WhoopG here, man. Everything is possible.
We haven't seen Whoop pick Raw today. That's already surprising enough.
And not even lane cutting Legionnaire, man. I'm so disappointed in Whoop, man. I'm so disappointed. I want to see the Raw.
Lane cutting Legionnaire would be pretty fun to see. We saw Legionnaire last series, but they ran a jungle, which was very surprising.
I think that like lane cutting Legionnaire is super dangerous sometimes if people don't address it. But yeah,
I think so. You mentioned a game where your team beat my team. I'm gonna mention a game where my team beat your team. We ran a Legionnaire long lane, but there wasn't a tournament game. It was a Star League game, I think, where we ran Long Lane Legionnaire against you guys. And I remember a certain Balfagora wasn't too happy. Huh? Huh?
Don't mention it, please, man.
Won't mention any names, though, to avoid any controversy. All right, so the second banning wave finished now. We have Pearl, Demented Shaman, and Icor. More defensive supports being banned. Actually, I mean, a lot of these heroes in the first banning wave were not defensive supports, so the teams did not also value picking them up, which leaves a lot of good options still in the pool, so they get rid of some of those there. And then Flux, Predator, Riftwalker banned from AsianSquad. I think the Flux would make a lot of sense to combo with the Apex for some nice team fight. I called it! There's an Ophelia pick. They're gonna go with the jungle lineup once again, does it? And they also get a Nymphora with it.
Hold your horse, Vince. Hold your horse. I know you're gonna get excited, man. We see Ophelia here, man.
Is it gonna be played by Postula again? Is he the jungle player? And
he's looking in, man.
There's a Rob, and not from the side of Whoopg. It's gonna come in on the side of Lord.
Actually, do you know what? I think the skin that the guy is using is called Lord, right? No, it's not, sorry. Damn it.
I wouldn't know, I don't have the... I only use default portraits.
I do not.
It's too confusing, man. I mean, even after playing on all these years, I can't remember what all the portraits look for all the avatars. It's too much for me. But they're gonna pick up a Rampage? Like, a Rampage into an Ophelia lineup? I'm worried about picking up a ganking hero like Rampage going up into like this massive teamfight lineup that Legion has. I don't feel like Rampage will have too much effectiveness. Maybe he can make some ganks happen earlier game before they get the snowball domino effect going, but man, they got a Nymphora and a Ophelia last two picks. Like, if this was my team, there's no way I get my hands on those heroes in a high competitive match, you know? So like the fact that they're able to get those and the last picking phase is amazing. And they pair it with a Soul Reaper and a Sulfuras who are going to be frontlining for the team as well. So this is a really scary lineup, I would say, coming out from Whoopg. Perhaps master drafting his team to success. We'll have to wait and see. But the Hellborn side on the flip side will be running like a position 1 Amun-Ra and then a mid Pyromancer as the second core. Rampage picks up an Orb. Orb of Zamos with a Toxin Claw, so he's going to want to be doing some movement early game. He has the charge already skilled. And then Apex will be that third core down in the bot lane. So what do you think, Doze? Give me some analysis here.
So one thing I want to point out is that I hope the Amun-Ra kills a Whoop as soon as possible. Only because of the disrespect. But jokes aside, I think the Legion is going to focus a lot on the Soul Reaper. Because like a really good game for Soul Reaper is super dangerous. The hero is... If you let a Soul Reaper snowball, like you don't even need to get a mock, but like it's an early Grimoire, early Dawnbringer, you deal so much damage because of the W and like the procs with your Q. You have the ultimate to finish off people. Like you see Amun-Ra as like a super big beefy tank hero, but when you face that Soul Reaper level 4 W and the ult on top of that, like he's a small fry for Soul Reaper, right? So...
Oh yeah, I mean earlier today we saw the Soul Reaper go Judgment and Withering Presence, didn't even level the Inhuman Nature. But he has a Nymphora in this game to maybe feed him mana. Do you think he would do a similar skill build, or do you think he'll...
I hope he skips a couple of points in E. Maybe 1 or 2 points, but like I kind of hope he gets at that like level 4 or 7 or something. Like don't go for the E. I don't think you need E this game, especially when you have a Nymphora with you.
Nymphora trying to box out the Apex to start off the lane here.
Oh, mid here. Rampage gonna charge in on the Lord. He got the Toxin Claw.
Good damage by the way.
He got the stun in and...
Is this enough damage? It is! The wave comes in. That's enough. The Toxin Claw getting enough auto attacks for the Pyro.
Do you know what, Vince? The Rampage heard you say that I don't know about the Rampage pick, and he just kills mid, and he proves you wrong, man.
That's a level 2 Sulfuris. It's kind of tanky hero as well.
Yeah, I think Lord
He's charging
actually...
top now. Here we go, Rampage. Who is he charging? He is charging the Lodestone. This is going to be a tough kill, though. I mean, he has Rocket Drill. Gets stunned up. A lot of pressure coming in. And Empath as well, like, doesn't provide the most crowd controls. Like, can't really prevent him from using Rocket Drill. So, just some pressure coming in.
I have a question. Do you think that the Somas on the Rampage is the correct way to go? Don't you think you rather want to have like a wind whistle or boots or whatever, so you can use...
Who gets the rune here? Lodestone stuns for it, also gets it. Denies Rampage the refresh as well as mana to potentially charge in.
I think if Rampage stood on top of the rune, it was his, but yeah.
Ophelia getting really low here in the jungle. Not really paying too much attention to her, but she's level 2, almost level 3 right now. It's a Vulture Lord. Might be able to take out some of these stacks with that creep if she looks to do that.
Okay,
and by the way, there's not Pustula playing the Ophelia.
Yeah,
which is what I thought was their jungler from the last series.
Yeah. But okay, let's say you would win the Ophelia in this game. What items would you have gone here?
Pretty standard build is to go Mana Ring into Sorcery Boots into Astrolabe. Since he's farming in his own jungle, not really playing aggressively, you would just want to rush the Mana Ring as fast as possible. He goes for the Ornament here, which is not that bad, but I don't really feel it's necessary to have the Ornament this early.
See, at bot lane here, they're going kind of hard on the...
Yeah, they're pushing him away from experience, which is very aggressive. I mean, Nymph is only level 2. They're not really focusing on like stacking and pulling and power farming. They're more so focused on pushing the tower and boxing the Apex out of experience range, which is another way to play this matchup for sure. The Soul Reaper as well being like in between the towers. If the Rampage wants to potentially like gank here, he could, but I think they would need a third hero.
Oh yeah, they would. I think that the way they want to do it is that like either Pyro use TP's bot and they like set up a gank. Because when they are this deep, they should get punished for it, I think. But man,
yeah, and Nymph and Soul Reaper like need to commit once they're in that position. They cannot really change their position easily. So
no. We also see that Soul Reaper didn't go for the W, man. He's gonna go for the E. I mean, it's not terrible, but I think he would like benefit way more for the W. Because like Nifora is getting a point in mana, so...
I think this is pretty normal. I was actually very surprised by the Soul Reaper leveling the Withering Presence in the earlier series today, but he was making it work in that 1v1 matchup.
We see in middle lane that actually the Sulfuris is almost keeping up with the Pyro in GPM. He's 380 GPM right now. That's really good, man. This is the second time we see a man up against the Sulfuris, and he used... Not dominating the lane, but he's doing very well. Like the Sulfuris is...
31 creeps compared to 22 from Pyro, and he also has 5 denies, so he's actually winning on creep farm by a lot. Yeah. It's very hard to stop a Sulfuris from farming, I will say.
Yeah. Don't you think that right now they could leave the Soul Reaper bot and the 4 maybe runs mid, get a gank of the Ophelia as well, and they can... Oh, we see Pyro, he's gonna TP bot there.
Smoked up Pyro, TP's bot. Rampage was also in a position to potentially charge here.
Yeah, but, man, I was hoping that... actually, Lodestone also smokes bot here. Oh, this is gonna be a clash.
This is a really good timing from the Lodestone to, like...
Be here and gank.
Yeah, and they also bring Ophelia here, level 6, so maybe they want to push the tower, but also bait them to defend. Which they were doing ahead of time, actually.
Oh, they missed.
They're gonna miss the Rocket Drill stun. They don't really have catch on anyone other than the Nymphora, so... Unfortunately, missing that will mean they will be fine, but they do get the tower kill, which is why they rotated down here to begin with. Do you think they should go for a second tower while they're here, or do you think it's too early to go?
Well, second tower. They have a Soul Reaper. He's go. They have a Astrolabe and a Soul Reaper. Like, they should.
Yeah, so Ophelia goes straight into the Astrolabe.
We also see that Pyro actually picks up a Soul Trap. I don't like it because I don't think you need Soul Trap on a Pyro. You already have the Fever, or Fervor, maybe you say not Fever.
Fever? He's sick?
I forgot. He's sick, man. Yeah. I mean the Fervor. We see mid here is gonna get charged by the Rampage. He's are going on him.
Doesn't
but
have mana for Blazing Strike. If he has mana there, that's a kill.
Huh. But that's Rampage, right?
Does he die to this? I think so, right?
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's
dead.
super dead. Bye-bye.
Super dead.
Man, this is kind of funny. Lord is actually the highest GPM.
Pyro's also gonna die here. That's just way too many players. Couple extra if you count the Ophelia creeps.
So right now they're just running them over. I don't really know how Lord did this well in mid, but yeah. Now Pyro's gonna struggle a lot.
Yeah, they're gonna probably need Raw to join in to try to team fight. Because if they give up too many towers too early, they will just amass like too many team items, and then there won't be anything Hellborn can do to fight back.
Yeah, I think they're gonna push this second tier 2 in mid. Sorry.
Only having level 4 on the Apex is kind of an issue too, because without the Armageddon, this hero does not really offer a whole lot.
Yeah.
And they also don't have the As-1 from Empath yet, so they're very under-leveled in terms of experience. Rampage also level 4. So it's a very good timing from Legion to group up and fight. Lodestone doesn't necessarily need his Shatterstorm to be effective, because he can still stun and head smash people. Yeah, good stun coming in here, forces out the Ophelia's touch very defensively, and they're not going to have that tool enough for like a proper team fight, but they will be retreating here. Like across the board here at 8 minutes, we have very low XPM on many heroes. There's still level 4 on the Nymphora as well, so most of these heroes have still not hit that spike of getting that first level of ultimate, which is why we're not really seeing the two teams able to clash correctly.
I agree.
Red Boots Light Brand. Whoops, been watching the Snark Brothers.
Yeah, it's so. Do you think he's gonna finish the boost? He's gonna finish something with the light brand? Is he gonna get like gnomes, or what do you think here?
Well, I would really like to see him go gnomes because they're playing an Ophelia lineup, and I think even though it's not like an item that would, enhance his flash farming, it still gives him mana regen and makes him tankier, so he can't like get ganked by the Rampage, for example. I think it's a mistake to go Red Boots Light Brand personally, especially in a game like this, where he wants to be grouping up with his team. So I think it kind of goes against the game plan a little bit.
So what I would like to see here is actually a post haste.
Yeah, that would also be a good choice. Amon-Ra stuns in top. Charge comes in from Rampage on the Nymphora. Lodestone trying to save him because the Nymphs didn't want to turn around to stun, but now he does. Hits a double stun. Link comes in from the Empath. Very minimal damage coming in, but there's the stun and the wall. Nymph trying to hold her ground. Doesn't have anything else to stay alive. The Phoenix Wave came in, took him out. And the Shadowstorm, I believe, missed. So not much else follow-up happening here. Ophelia currently in her own jungle. I would like to see her carry a TP and then have 1 point in the Judgment, and he can actually port his army to whichever lane he ports to, because right now he could be up in the top lane just by simply porting up there and porting his creeps to himself. So not sure if he knows that he can do that, but
is that something new, or
for a while now?
Like 1 year or what? I never realized it. What?
Yeah.
So
you can port your creeps to wherever your hero is now.
Oh, so
there's a dive coming in top lane. Lords of Force takes him out, getting some tower pressure, but they're actually going to burn the Amon-Ra Pyroclasmic Rebirth, so he comes back alive. And Lodestone in the front lines, waiting for Rocket Drill to come back up, but it's not up for 10 more seconds. 2-man stun comes in from the Raw. Heal is down from the Nymphora, but it doesn't blow up in time, and they lose both the Sulfuras and the Nymphora. And that was because he was dead. He couldn't blow it up to heal.
Oh no, he's too greedy.
Now the Amon-Ra, very low, sub 100 life, is going to stay alive as the Lodestone gets caught. And
he used the Q. He used Q on Amon-Ra, and the Soul Reaper got one attack off. So he had a light brand dot on him. So when he used you, he had 1 HP left. No, Amun-Ra.
I was wondering how Ra died there because he looked like he was fine, and then he died
was fine.
He died to Soip or Light. Okay, so I guess Whoop knew what he was doing all along, and the Light brand was actually 300 IQ, as Whoop usually is, and he knew that he would get a kill with Light brand, which is why he rushed it first item. Do you agree?
Yeah. Oh no, man, I'm so sad, man.
Somebody's porting in top lane into the Ophelia now. That's going to be cancelled right away. Now this tower will fall. They have a 7,600 gold lead now for Legion. They have 4 towers in total.
So, oh man,
Amun-Ra, he's got no ulti up. 2 more minutes. Charge comes in on the Lord Self-Forest, taking a lot of pressure in the background. They do counter kill the Rampage though.
Oh, it's fine.
Empath, she's gonna go down as well.
Man, do you see this, Vince? The Ophelia is almost the highest GPM in the game.
Yep, he's been last hitting the towers. I've been, if you scroll up in the chat, he's actually last hit the last 3 towers.
4 towers now.
So I mean, it sounds like it's good, but in reality, it's actually bad. He's denying a lot of gold to his team.
Yeah, you get. I don't know exactly the numbers, but you get more gold if you don't. Like in total, you get more gold, right, for the entire team.
You get more total team gold if the team, not a player, actually last hits the towers.
Yeah.
Which is why in high rated games or pro league, you'll see like players stop hitting the tower so the creeps will kill it.
Loso getting kidnapped here.
Yeah, Kidnap came in on the Loso, but he's still full health. Here comes Armageddon, but there's not really a lot of follow-up. It's very defensive. It does put out some good damage, but there's the Ophelia heal to kind of thwart it back, and now they're just overpowering them. Rampage goes down, and the heals team support too much. Whoopji goes down in the background to Amun-Ra, but he does end up sacrificing himself, and it ends up being a 4-for-1. They brought down Whoop, the raid boss, who had Red Boots Light brand.
You see what happened?
No, I didn't.
The Soul Reaper, aka Whoop G, he got the Amun-Ra Q in phase and died. Exactly what I was hoping for in the beginning.
I mean, it's his fault for not drafting Ra.
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah. You know what? The hero controlled this player to just do that. It wasn't the player, man, it was the hero.
He finally bought the gnomes as well, so he realized the true potential of his hero, and also bought the post haste, which are 2 items that you and I both said he should buy. That's interesting.
I think that this item build that is going right now, the Lypra, gnomes, and post haste is, I think that is the build, like...
It's correct, it's in the wrong order.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. But yeah, it's a correct build in my eyes. Like 70% or maybe even 80% of the games, I think this is the build that is like the most correct. And then after this, like either BKB or you finish the Grimoire, Dawnbringer, or whatever. Like no, it doesn't really matter that much. Now it's very situational. Like I would say BKB this game is very good because they're like almost 100% magical except the Rampage, and you don't really see Rampage having that much damage as a 4 in this game. 14k
gold lead, Rax under fire here. Ophelia with a Shaman's Headdress, potentially going to upgrade that into a barrier. Not even going to need that for this Rax, as there's just too many heals, too much fighting power. Shatterstorm's channel stun goes in forward, looking for a target. He's going to not land it onto anyone. Kidnap comes in on the Self-Forest, minimal damage coming in. There's Armageddon, but it just gets healed up by the Ophelia. Empath goes down, Apex goes down. They're just getting simply overran. As the
I don't want to say it, but I know that Whoop want to say it's GG, so...
It's GG. It's looking like it's GG. I mean, the first Rax, can you really come down or come back from being down 1 Rax like this early in the game when you're going up against this type of a snowball lineup? Who
is gonna clear them? Amun-Ra, but like it's gonna... You don't even get that much gold from the upgraded minions, right?
Yeah.
You get like 25 gold per minion. Like it's close to nothing, and you have to spend so much time killing them at this hour, like at this point in the game. So I don't think so. I think I don't wanna be
Here comes a Rampage charge. Who are they going for? Oh, he's going for Nip. He just runs through the wall, gets stunned, goes down. Rocket Drill is down. He ports to it defensively. Tower is trying to be held here by Hellborn, throwing out Phoenix Waves. Heals come in from the Nymphora to heal everything back up. Nymphora gets caught in the midst of everything, falls. I'm just gonna think that Imba Pingu might have lagged there. Something happened. Whoops. Got a Soul Trap debuff on him. He's still healing though. He's on about 100 HP. They could even port him home with the Ophelia. I would like to see them port the... They're not gonna do it. They should be porting people back with the Ophelia, and then he has the post to come back.
Exactly.
But Whoopji, being the greedy player he is, ports to the bottom to continue farming.
Yeah. But yeah, we are seeing 18 games before even minute 17. I don't want to be demoralizing, but this game is looking rough for the Hellborn. I don't think they can come back from this ever. Like,
do you find it interesting that the Lodestone didn't go for Portal Key this game? He went for a Soul's Bulwark.
You think? Yeah, I can agree that there's not really a point of getting the PK, because like right now they're fighting inside the base. Do you really need a PK to like push the towers? Like they're not really running around catching.
No, they don't. And it's when you're in like a position like that where you don't even need arguably the most crucial item for your hero. I think it just shows like how far ahead they are as well. Like he's able to go more of a team-oriented item instead of the Portal Key, which only helps himself. As speaking of him, he's gonna pop a Shadow Storm here. He's almost dead. Gonna try to blow it up. Gets the raw kill as he didn't have ultimate for 50 seconds. Ophelia's touch came out. Barrier Idol is activated now in the base, breaking the tower. Actually not gonna break yet as they force out the glyph. And meanwhile, Rampage in the background. He was trying to take out the Lodestone, but it just doesn't really have the damage.
We see a CC Vault gonna come out here. And a GG's.
Should do it. 21,000 gold lead, second racks about to fall. And Hellborn will throw in the towel. So AsianSquad will take this one over Lords of Newerth.